everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me today. So today I'm going to be talking about the role of a coach. So if you're interested in this topic, then please keep on watching. So today I'm going to be talking about the role of a coach and the different types of coaches that we have. So I think it's really important as a coach that you sit down with your coachee and you discuss what the goals are for your coachee. So it's much better when your coachee discusses what success looks like for them, what do they hope to achieve, and what are some of the goals that they want to get out of the whole process with you when you meet. So once you've kind of discussed with your coachee what success looks like and what kind of goals they want to reach for, I think it's really important that as the coach, you ask lots of questions. You know, we need to be able to understand the context and the culture and the background information of our coachee before we start having a dialogical relationship where we can start sharing ideas. And if it's an instructional coach, then I think it's really important to ask certain questions like, you know, what do you see as a challenge or areas that you want to be able to develop? Because a lot of the time we are very, very much aware of the areas that we need to develop. And so if your coachee wants some advice, then I think it's important that you go into the classroom, that you co-create a lesson, that you have a very open dialogue of what's happening now and what is the current situation at the moment. I think it's important that we put ourselves in the shoes of our coachee and we try to really understand their perspective. And we can only really understand their perspective if we ask them lots of questions about their thinking. And another really important role we have as a coach is to listen. So I think it's really important that when you're coaching someone that they should actually be talking more than you. It is not about you talking for the entire time, but you asking questions and really trying to find out a lot more about where your coachee is in terms of their journey, their thinking, their goals, their aspirations, and what they want to achieve. So it's really important that we listen carefully, we pause, we try not to jump in. And that's something that I have to remind myself as well, that it's important to pause and to reflect and to have that thinking time, even when you're in a conversation and a dialogue with your coachee. I think another important aspect of being a coach is that you are not the answer machine for everything. I think it's important that there is this dialogue and that perhaps you sometimes co-create your own solutions or goals, or your coachee can sometimes come up with solutions just with some guidance and with some probing and some questions, but that we are not there as coaches to provide all the answers. And I use a similar analogy for the classroom in that we are not the answering machine for our students. We're not there to give our students all the answers and spoon feed them, but to be able to develop independence, critical thinking skills, and problem solving skills by asking them lots of questions so that they can engage their intellect and arrive at deep conceptual understandings. And lastly, I think the role of a coach is really similar to a thinking partner. And the conversation very much must be organic. So not to go in with this prescribed script of what you want to be able to say, but lots of questions that you want to pose to find out where your coachee is in terms of their journey and their thinking and what they want to achieve. And let the conversation be dialogical so that there's an organic conversation around different ways forward of how the coachee then needs to move forward to the next steps to achieving their goal. So I know that there are a lot of different coaching models. I would love to hear your thoughts on any of the coaching models that you've used. Please feel free to put a comment in the section below. And thank you so much for joining me again this week. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.